So in this video, we've already set up the narrative section of our digital portfolio. So now I'm going to show you how you can find the work you conducted for this section. We're going to go back to our Google Classroom. So for you all, when you first sign in, your Google Classroom looks like this. You want to go to classwork. Under classwork, you'll see that I did some rearranging of some of your topics. These are your topics here on the left. Distance learning is at the top, so you can easily find your link to meet with me during online meeting. Digital portfolio is now second. These are all the steps to set up the entire portfolio. And third, I moved up the writing narratives. This is what we worked on back in October, November, as you can see here. So you can easily find it. So the first thing we want to do is to set up our 6-word memoir. So if you had completed this assignment, you will find the slideshow here. Now, there were a lot of issues during this assignment where slides were getting messed up by other students, whether purposefully or accidentally. So if you want to do some editing on your slide, you would find your slides wherever it is. And then what you can do to edit it without it getting messed up by another student is you can copy it. So I'm using my keys here to make a copy. You can go into File, go to New, and over here Presentation will show up. So if you click on Presentation, you'll get a blank slide. Once your blank slide has loaded, you can call this your 6-word memoir and maybe put your last name, 6-word memoir. And I'm going to put my last name. Oh, my computer is very slow today, you all. I'm sorry. 6-word memoir, Sauceda. Okay, good. And then I'm using my keys here to copy and paste. Well, I already copied, so now I'm going to paste. And then I can work, I'm not going to link it. I'm going to work on whatever changes I wanted to make to my memoir. Now, I'm good with how mine looks, so I'm not making any changes. What you're going to do is you're going to do a screenshot of your memoir. So to learn how to do a screenshot, there is another video to show you how to do it on your Chromebook, because it is different than my laptop, which is a MacBook. But you'll take a screenshot of just your slide, and then for you all, it'll save in your downloads. For me, my screenshot actually saves in my desktop. Just for quick reference, I'll show you what a screenshot is, even though it looks a little different on a MacBook. It's just me taking a picture of my screen, and I only want to take a picture of my slide. So I'm just going to close it in on my slide here, even it up, and then I will capture a picture. And then for me, my picture saves on my desktop. But for you all, it saves in downloads. Once you've done that, you can go back to your digital portfolio and you're going to upload your 6-word memoir here. Then you'll go back to Google Classroom and you're going to go to 100-word memoirs. If you conducted this assignment, you'll be able to just open up the memoir you turned into me and you'll copy and paste it. Now, Miss Sauceda has not written her memoir yet. I will write my memoir for now to show you how to do it. I'm using the samples that I provided. So I'm going to copy. Let's pretend this is my memoir. I'm just going to copy it. I'm going to go to my digital portfolio, and underneath click to edit text, I'm going to paste it. So it'll show up here. And then Multicultural Me, going back to the Google Classroom, is the next assignment. You can see it here. And you'll do the same as you did with your 6-word memoir. You'll open up this slide. You'll find your Multicultural Me. If you want to make changes, you can make a copy and create a new Google slide. And then you will take a screenshot of your Multicultural Me. I've already taken a screenshot of this, so I'm just going to show you how I upload it onto my Google Drive. So I have the topic Multicultural Me. Okay, I'm going to click on my topic. Then I'm going to go over to images over here on the right. I'm going to click it and I'm going to upload from my desktop. For you all, it'll probably be in your downloads. And it shows up. Now it showed up underneath my poetry, which is not where I want it. So I'm going to click on it. So when I click on the box here, my waffle actually shows up on the left side. So notice my four-headed arrow. I'm going to use that to drag it. When that blue line shows up underneath Multicultural Me, I know it's going to place it where I want it. So I let go and I want it to be centered. So I click on the photo, and using my arrow keys on my keyboard, I'm going to slide it over to the right a little bit. It's not the most even, but I can make some size changes if I want. And notice the guidelines show up again for me. And then it lets me adjust. Now, for your poetry, you're going to do the same thing. This time, though, if you conducted the poetry, this actually shows up under poetry for school closure. So if I wrote my haiku and I want to get an extra 10 points, I'll open up my haiku, copy and paste it into my digital portfolio, and I will do the same for my sonnet if I conducted it. Now, if you didn't do any of these assignments, you can just follow the directions that are posted. Yes, it'll show up late. In fact, I'll change the due dates for you all so that you can go ahead and conduct those assignments and then get them loaded into your digital portfolio here. So for your haikus, you're going to do just like you did for the 100-word memoir. You're just going to copy and paste it underneath your title. You can make some changes if you want, make it centered if you'd like. You can bold, change sonnet to the title of your sonnet, and change haiku to the title of your haiku if you'd like. Or you can also keep the labels if you weren't able to come up with a title. That's okay. Many poems don't have titles, which is kind of a weird thing to think about, but it's true. Sometimes the titles don't come to us till later. And then that will complete the narrative section of your digital portfolio. You will watch the next video to talk about how to reflect on your narratives.